Hi guys.
Today we're off to Van Project 77 to pick up our new bed and cabinets. This is something we've wanted to do for a while. We ordered these 2-3 months ago, would you say? Yeah. But there was just a massive waiting list, but today is the day, finally. So we're going to get them. The setup that we had in here before, for those that don't know, I haven't actually showed it in any videos. We used to just have like a little pull-out sofa. We got that, what, a couple of weeks after we bought the van, just so we...
UD last year.
For UD, yeah. So we had somewhere to sleep because we're tight and we didn't want to pay for a hotel. But why would you when you got a van? Yeah, so the little pull-out sofa has done us well, but it's time to move on, so that's gone. So the back of the van is fully cleared out, and we're off now to Luton to pick up the new bed and cabinets. So we've just picked up the bed from Van Project 77. They wasn't too happy with us filming there, solely because, well, it's their business, it's private to them. But really happy with the customer service. Helped us put it all in the back, explained how everything worked. So we're now going to go home, and once we're home we will show you what we've got. So for the cabinets we've got room for the fridge, a double and a single cupboard, that they're all on push handles. So you've got your double in there, and single, and there's the seating area which folds out into a bed, which I'll show you now. We've got these two legs that screw in to the top. Bed folds over, and then pop the cushions into place. Like that. And there's your bed. So yesterday we picked up the bed. Today, Saturday, we've arrived at Chris and Beths, having some food, some beers, fire in the garden, and then yeah, we will start on the van tomorrow morning. Not all the electrics here though, so we'll do part of it tomorrow. So first thing in the morning, we removed the front seats. This is just to give it a little bit more room in the front to run the wires from the main battery into the back of the van. We removed some panels and the little panel underneath the dashboard so we could get the wires through the firewall easier. Once we had all the wires through the firewall, we put them under the carpet alongside the existing wires under there, and then we used a multi-tool to notch out this side of the floor just so we could run the wire nice and tight behind the cabinets. Once we was happy with how the wires were run, we put the seats back in, all the trims, wired up the 240 and started cutting the holes for the plugs, the voltage gauge and the USB sockets. Once they were fitted, we got the unit back into the van and ran wires from the plugs right down to where the batteries are going to go. Right, it's the following weekend from last weekend, obviously. Do you want to get in this actually? Yeah, you do. Back at Chris and Beths for the following weekend. Last week we managed to get all the wires run from the main battery through the cab, underneath the floor, up to the cabinets that we're going to run the leisure batteries that turn up this week. Solar panels turn up this week. That's about it really, I think.
Yeah, battery terminals.
Everything's kind of here now, so we got a few bits in place last weekend, and now it's just a matter of wiring it all together. Connect everything up, and hopefully we're good to go. Yeah, and potentially drill holes in the roof, which I'm not too happy about. Yeah, but Chris is really excited to do it.
I'm going to drill big holes in your roof.
Right, let's get all the crap out the back and get on. So when we come to run the batteries, we wanted to run them next to each other, allowing as much storage space as possible. However, the cabinet was too small. So we've made a little notch. This cabinet pushes up against the wheel arch, so there's actually a little bit of wasted space behind there. With this battery now takes that up. I've just realised whilst editing the video, I didn't show you guys this. So we're in the future, but that doesn't matter. We've got the solar charger. We've gone for the Victron MPPT. We've got the battery charger for the hookup. kill switch, fuse holder. We've got the Sterling smart charge system, and the fuse for the hookup again, the trip switches. So whilst Chris was finishing up in the van, I decided it was time to get the solar panel out. This is a semi-flexible solar panel, 150 watt, and we got this from Skyline Camper Supplies, so check them guys out. This is the bit that I've been dreading. I wanted to ideally run the wires into the van through the bung and the tailgate, but when we tried this, the wires were slightly pinching through the tailgate, so Chris got his way and got to drill. So once I was happy with the position of the panel on the roof, we marked that out with some masking tape, brought the panel down, put the bonding on the back, and then put it back on the roof and sealed around the edges and removed the masking tape and allowed to dry. Then for Chris's favourite part of the day, it was time to drill the roof to run the wires down to the battery. So we marked out where to drill, pilot hold them, and then, well, we just went through it. Trust Chris 100%. So once we'd got the holes drilled in the roof for the solar and the cables run through the van into the batteries, we called it a night. The panel was dry on the roof, so we left Chris and Beths and got home. A few days later, I had a delivery of my hob and sink, which turned up. Unfortunately, I didn't film too much of that, so I'll show you them now. So for the fridge, we went for the Dometic CRX50, which has got a little freezer and all your fridge storage. And then the hob, which needs a bit of a clean, admittedly. We've got 2 burners on the left and sink on the right, which is now all wired up. Again, didn't really get any videos of that, unfortunately. The gas is plumbed in. Don't know if I'll be able to do this one-handed. There we go. Gas is plumbed in. Table is fitted, which we can remove obviously to put the bed up. Some funky little cushions. So yeah, that really completes the inside of the van. And yeah, that's all now wired up and working, as you can see. So really happy. That's pretty much the interior of the van done now. There'll obviously be a few little bits and pieces. Eventually I want to put a swivel base on the double seats in the front. But yeah, that kind of completes the inside of the van. So next it will be a little bit more for the outside. A few of you may have seen that I've sold the Bentleys, so I'm running around on standard wheels at the minute. I do plan to do a big split build on them, but again, I'm not sure when that will happen. So I'll probably get some temporary wheels for now, just so I'm not rolling around on the standard. So I'm not sure what I'll go for. I'm sure something will come up. But I mean, the whole plan was to get the inside of the van done first so I could enjoy it and go camping. And to be fair, with no shows really happening this year, doesn't really matter. The wheels can take a back seat. So like I say, the interior is now done, so we can start messing around with the outside. I'm not sure 100% on the plans what I want to do as yet, but let's see what happens. So thanks for watching, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Any questions you got, stick them in the comments and I'll do my best to get back to you on them. And we'll see you in the next one.